Welcome Earthly Souls, welcome to my channel Earthly Soul Tarot. You guys, I'm here with another collective reading for you, and let's go ahead and get an oracle card for you, and this is going to be the theme of today's reading, okay you guys? And you got kindness, okay? So off the bat I'm already hearing be kind to yourself, be kind to the ideas that pop up in your head. Actually, do we want to use this deck? You know what? I'm going to use a different deck, you guys, because I think we used this one on the last reading. Okay, I'm going to use the Salvador Dali deck. So, yeah, like I said, kindness. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to the ideas that pop up in your head. I'm also hearing try not to judge yourself too hard, because you don't judge others the way that you judge yourself. That's just what I'm getting off the bat. You could be someone that really likes wearing jewelry. I'm just getting that like little message there. You like dressing yourself up. You like getting dressed up. But I also feel like this comes from some deep-rooted like I don't know, like some insecurity, okay? Let's go ahead and see what Spirit has for you, collective. So we're getting the King of Swords in your energy. And I'm gonna do one more, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. Baby. Okay. So the King of Swords and the Ace of Wands. So collective, there's definitely something new that you quite literally manifested. I feel like you manifested something in your life. I feel like you will know what I'm talking about once I say that. So you know what I'm talking about. We have the Two of Pentacles popping up in your energy as well. This is something that you have been trying to learn to balance, because it is a new energy. And yes, although you manifested it, you realize that you weren't fully ready for the things that came with this new manifestation, and so you're currently in this energy of trying to balance that. Let's see if we can get an idea of what this is. Spirit, what did collective manifest? What is collective trying to work through, get used to? I almost want to say like get used to. We have the Seven of Cups, and one more, Spirit. One more. And the Five of Swords. Okay. So the Seven of Cups and the Five of Swords. So I'm hearing that for a long time, okay, you have been struggling with feeling like you cannot come to decisions on anything, okay? I feel like I said in the beginning, you're somebody that's just very insecure about the things that they choose. Like you never know if the decision that you're making is the correct one, right? And I feel like over a long time you felt like you were always, almost deceiving yourself, lying to yourself on a subconscious level. That's just like the energy that you would get from yourself. And so I feel like you have recently manifested a new sense of like being sure of yourself. So you're no longer in this energy where you're doubting yourself. You chose to step into a secure version of yourself. But with that comes a lot of learning, right? So you're kind of relearning how to trust yourself, literally, and how to be kind to yourself, because again, it's easy to choose to be kind to yourself, but another thing is practicing the kindness, okay? And so I feel like you're getting used to it, okay? You're working through it. You're working through those negative thoughts that pop up in your head. You're trying your best to be aware of them and kind of redirect them, because you don't have to ignore them. You can face the truth, okay? You can face those thoughts that you have about yourself, but I feel like now is the perfect time to alchemize that energy. Take that, take those thoughts, take that energy packed thought and use it towards something else. Do you know what I mean? We're getting the Two of Swords in your energy as well. Two of Swords. What is this Two of Swords about, Spirit? Two of Swords. We're not seeing. Okay, so we got the Lovers in reverse. Alright. And I don't know, I'm hearing that there was somebody in your energy as well. This could have been a past relationship because we are getting the Lovers card here. There was somebody in your past that kind of, not, I don't want to say like forced you, but they influenced you to think negatively about yourself. This person wasn't good. Obviously, this was a toxic relationship. And so that is why for so long you felt very insecure and you felt like you couldn't give yourself kindness because this person wasn't kind to you, and they made you believe that you weren't worthy of receiving kindness. Okay, that's just what I'm getting right there. Any advice for, okay, so we're getting the Empress in your energy here, and one more, Spirit. And this is your advice, collective. So this Empress energy is the energy that you could be in, and then Justice as well. So some type of karma. I'm hearing the Spirit wants you to realize that this ending of this cycle of being, you know, bad to yourself, this is a karmic cycle, okay? What you went through with this person in your past, and what came out of that person, this, you know, insecurity within you, this was all karmic, okay? This had to do with karma. But that circle is finally closing, okay? This karmic cycle has come to an end. And now you're able to step into this Empress energy, okay? And the Empress is somebody that is, you know, on top of her stuff. She's like, this is boss energy. You know what I mean, collective? And so now you are able to do all the things that you want to do. And I'm also hearing that you're just so much more aware of yourself, of your mind, of the energies around you, the Magician. And you're also aware of the things that you have, okay? So before you used to look at the glass half empty. Now you're looking at the glass half full, okay, collective? And that is Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck as well. Again, you're completely in control in this moment, okay? And I'm hearing that Spirit wants you to keep writing on that, okay? Keep working on that. The Three of Swords came out in reverse for you. You got over whatever this ex-person, this ex-relationship, you got over that, okay? You're not really heartbroken anymore. You've learned, you accepted the lesson, you moved on, and you learned from it. And now you're putting everything that you've learned into practice, and you're focusing on yourself. You're focusing on being kind to yourself, literally, collective. The theme of this reading is kindness. So you're focused on that. You're making sure that you're only watering the seeds that are going to bring you abundance, peace, love, and just good things about yourself, all right? Because I feel like you're done, you're over with the shadow part. Like now you can enjoy, you know, the light. King of Wands came out in reverse for you. I'm hearing here that there's a decision that you're not there's a decision you have to make that you haven't realized yet, okay? But as soon as you realize it, you're going to be able to really quickly make a decision, okay? I don't know what this decision is about. Let's see if we can get any confirmation from Spirit on what this is. What is this decision that collective is going to be faced with, Spirit? Okay, the Four of Wands. Alright. So, you could be meeting somebody new, collective. Or you could be, I don't know why I'm also hearing like a contract or some type of an agreement, something that is very long term, okay? There's going to be something like an opportunity coming your way that is kind of going to bind you to it. And so this is in your future for sure, because I don't feel like you see this yet. You don't see this coming, but this is something to do with like a very long term like contract energy. We got the Fool coming up here. And I feel like that Spirit giving you the go, like kind of saying like, take the risk. You know what I mean? You might be a little bit unsure about this decision at first. Sorry guys, I can't speak. But I feel like Spirit is coming in with that advice here with the Fool. You know, try new things, okay? Because this could actually be very good for you, is what I'm hearing. So you'll know what this wow, I cannot say the word decision. You'll know what this decision is when you are faced with it, collective. You will remember this card, okay? You will remember the Fool card when you are faced with it. Any words of advice for collective spirit? Advice. So how can collective move on with the most, I want to say, security, peace, and stability? And we're getting the Temperance card here, okay? And the Temperance is such a beautiful card. This card represents patience, pouring into yourself, you know, using, I also see this card a lot as like using your own energy to alchemize, to manifest, and quite literally that is what I've been saying in earlier in the reading. Take these negative thoughts that you would usually have about yourself and transform them into something beautiful, okay, collective? Because you don't have to push away these thoughts that come into your head, okay? You can go with the flow and accept them as, you know, as yours, but it depends on what you choose to do with those thoughts, okay? Are you going to choose to just believe them and keep them? Or are you going to choose to grab them and kind of transform them and use that energy in order to move yourself forward? You know what I mean? And so I feel like this Temperance card is really, really telling you to really alchemize those thoughts, okay? Use that energy for something else. Pour into yourself from your own cup. Take those thoughts that you get from yourself and pour them back into yourself in a better way, okay? In a positive way. In a way that's going to help you. Alright, you guys, I'm going to pull an oracle card for you. And this is something that Spirit wants you to focus / meditate on for the next few days, or for as long as you feel like you need to. And Spirit, what does collective need to focus on at this time? Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't grab it. Instinct, okay? So collective, you got instinct. And I'm hearing to trust, again, trust your instincts. Trust that the moves that you want, that you feel yourself wanting to make, trust that those are the right ones, okay? And this is giving me heavy energy with this decision that is coming up in your energy. Trust your instincts, okay? Trust your intuition. You know what is good for you and you know what isn't, okay? And even if you cannot get a read on it right away, you are able to tap into, you know, the spiritual realm and talk to your spirit guides, okay? Through meditation, through getting in the flow state. That is when you're going to, you know, face the truth and know, you know, hear the advice that your higher self is giving to you. So this really is very much like higher self, listening to your own advice, okay? Whether or not you want to take that advice, it's up to you, collective, because it's easy to receive advice, but the true work happens when we actually take that advice to heart and actually start implementing it into our daily lives, collective. So collective, I wish you the best of luck with this decision that is coming up for you, and I'm so proud of you for getting over this obstacle, this cycle that you have been going through for some time now. You have healed beautifully, and I see beautiful things in your future, you guys. So, you guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope you guys stay safe, and I hope your week is going great as well. Feel free to follow me on TikTok. That is Earthly Soul Tarot on TikTok. And if you haven't already, give this video a like, comment if you want. A subscribe would be very appreciated. Love you guys, and stay safe. I'll see you on the next one.